been a blur. And I'm trying to concise that blur down into a couple of minutes of what I've been up to since phase 1. So I'm going to disarm everybody with baby pictures. My then 8-month-old daughter is now 23 months old. She's a terror, tearing everything up in the house. Since that time, I think at the stage in San Francisco, I was taking classes, completing my coursework, and I was writing my proposal.
That's good.
So I finished writing my proposal, defended it. Also, I took my oral exams and my comp exams, and I became a PhD candidate. So now I'm what is known as ABD in my program, so I'm a PhD candidate. And I also became a homeowner. So I've been trying to do a little do-it-yourself tasks around the house to improve my home. So that was one of the things I did since phase 1. And also, since phase 1, I was hired as a SCEP with the United States Forest Service. The SCEP position is no longer, it's called Pathways now, but it's pretty much the same thing. So my role within there, I'm a meteorologist trainee. So I'm working with the atmospheric people, science people in the unit, and I'm kind of doing some climate modeling there. And I'm still currently a doctoral student at the University of Georgia. And also in my department, I signed up for the Diversity Recruitment and Retention Committee. I want to be a part of the committee to kind of help recruit minority people in the department. It's kind of when I go to classes or when I go to functions or talks in the department, it's not many people who are like me at the department. So I want to kind of do something about that, and that's something that I kind of learned with the MS PhD community. So my doctoral dissertation research, I'm looking at a new perspective on precipitation recycling. Framework on irrigated and non-irrigated surfaces. Basically, I'm just trying to see how irrigation influences the climate in the southeast United States. For my work research, as soon as I started, they assigned me a project, and I'm doing some climate vulnerability assessment for Western Africa, more specifically Liberia. At the end of this month, I'm getting ready to travel over to Liberia to kind of discuss, what some of my climate modeling has shown. And we're going to be holding a 3-day workshop for different stakeholders over there. So a part of what I've done with that project is I was tasked with running a regional climate model to kind of see how the current climate state is and how it might change in the future. And from that, the data that was produced is we're going to be doing something called dynamical downscaling. So we're going to take that regional model output and downscale it even further. It's at a 20-kilometer grid now. We're going to downscale it to maybe 1 kilometer with a finer resolution GCM, regional climate model. Now, some of my research interests are climate variability, climate change, climate modeling, and I also want to incorporate more GIS and remote sensing techniques into my research. Professional goals in the short term, I want to make progress in my dissertation research. Work hasn't really allowed me to make as much progress as I want to. It's kind of hard to balance a full-time job and trying to do dissertation and family life, and I've been failing at that horribly. So I want to be better at that. I also want to make it to and from Liberia safely. That's a big goal. And I'm also in the process of publishing my master's thesis. I have one more section to kind of revise before I submit it off. Long-term goals, I want to, of course, finish the PhD, become a PhD. And when the timing is right, when I'm not so busy and I'm able to fully commit, I want to also give back to the MS PhD program because they give me so much.
Good for you.
And also, I would like to eventually win a Grammy Award. I was able to win an AMA, lost to Frank Ocean at the Grammys. I was disheartened, so I just want to. It's just a joke. Some people say I look like Chris Brown, so I just do that.
He do kind of look.
Right, so that's it.
Don't judge him.
Only looks.